Microphone check. Is it working? Is it okay? How about now? Is that a little bit better? I guess I can turn up the gain, but you'll realize how freaking scuffed this is in a second. I have a use for you living on this hand. There we go. Okay. Holy crap. Dude, I don't know why. This camera just decided that its microphone input doesn't work anymore, which is super fun. That's a problem for future Walcom. We'll figure it out. Oh, I am so sorry about that delay. And of course, the chat is not working in Streamlabs. So this is like the most scuffed stream I will probably ever do. I could legit go outside and have a better stream than what's currently going on. How's everybody doing this wonderful Wednesday? I lose track of time. I had a baby. I will turn down the background music. A little hard to see levels right now. Okay, we should be perfect. This looks about good. Oh, piano lesson sounds fun. Is it still a bit loud? This is my solution for a mic right now. I don't even have a stand for it. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, chat. Oh, my God. Make it stop. Make the nightmare end. Okay. I mean, I could turn it up even more, I guess. I am so sorry about this, everyone. I'm usually a lot better prepared, but when your camera's just like, you know what? I don't feel like having a mic output today, or a mic input today. The camera said it was kept it just fine, but it wasn't exporting it. So when I'd select the microphone inside OBS, it was like, no, you don't have a microphone. And so I'm like, oh crap, what do I do? Well, I guess I plugged my receiver into the computer for my wireless mic, which I'm still wearing. And I need a USB-C port for that. And I don't have one. I have plenty of USB-A and I have USB-A to USB-C, but I don't have a dedicated USB-C port on my computer, I don't think. So instead of figuring that out, I just plugged this thing in. So hopefully it's like a little bit better. The music's still too loud? Yeah, every single time you ask for the Vesper review, it gets delayed another day. Is this a good blaster? We haven't even opened it yet. Yes, Eric, it is. The music is really wow, that's so strange. Maybe it's just because the audio levels are messed up. I'm gonna turn the gain up more. Screw it. How about now? We're not starting until it's perfect, chat. You better say it's perfect. You better be able to hear the glorious jams of Jun Chikami and my beautiful voice. Oh God, I'm sweating. I'm gonna have to take off the hoodie. I got a propane heater up here now, chat. So if I do pass out in the middle of the stream, please dial 911. And I just did something. What did I do? Pause the music. Let's get that back on. Okay. All right. Enough of me waiting. I got to bring up the preview really quick. See if we can have this a little bit less scuffed than usual. All right. So, this is maybe the most exciting Pro Blaster we've seen in a while. Again, the Boxer Pro was really exciting. But this thing is everything I've wanted in a blaster for a long time. Since the Ultra Selected, probably before that, because if you remember, I made something called the Paradigm Shift, which had a similar idea to the Ultra Select, and now we've come full circle because this is like the same idea again. How much the 218 round? I guess you could have like 20 rounders, so 60 on the paradigm shift. But you had to do like a weird Bop It style magazine selection. This you don't. There's a lot to this blaster. Of course, I gotta pretend I didn't do all this on stream when it comes to the actual video, so bear with me. The mag decal on the front looks like the bipod of it. It does, doesn't it? Or it has like a V-mag on the bottom. We've got the worst sights. I hate these things. I don't know why they keep including them. We've got tactical rails, a good thing. Adjustable tactical sight, a less good thing. Stock release switch. We'll see what that stock is like now, shall we? Protective eyewear, pretty important. Adjustable FPS, very important. Full auto, semi-auto toggle switch, also very important. I can't wait to see what the semi-auto is like on this thing, because if it's just a slowed down, I'm hoping it's mechanical, like what the, that one that Mark III had. Adjustable stock release switch, rev trigger, very important. Trigger, most important. Clip release, it's got 2 of them. And it doesn't even say anything about the B-car on it, does it? Oh, it does, right there. Flywheel accuracy boost roller scar. It is a plastic one. And it appears to be the exact same one that we got with the Vector Pro. Tell me, chat, did you like the Vector Pro? I've got to ruin this. Yes, says Arthur. Maz says Piotr. Oh, you're already on my list. I thought the Vector Pro was one of the best blasters we got last year. Is there another one somewhere I'm not seeing? Or we just in there. So first things. There we go. This is small. Look how small this is, chat. They utilized every inch of this thing. This thing's tiny. I was expecting it to be a lot bigger. Oh, you guys got dinglings all the way down here. Thanks you guys for telling me it's purple. Hey, anytime. Wow, this comes with Adventure Force Pro Darts and not Nitro Shot, huh? Interesting. Magazine. Magazine. And the darts are just kind of in here like this. That's basically everything but the sights, which we don't need, and the iPro, which we don't need. Almost knocked over my thing. I really do like the color scheme. It is pretty good, isn't it, Astro Vapor? I would have preferred Nitro Shot too. These are Talon mags, but they're long boys. These are much longer. These are 20 rounders. That seems pretty stable to me. That's the first thing I wanted to test. Does that pass the test? Ah, we're figuring things out. You have to press this in. So you have to press it in. That's super satisfying. I believe this thing is 70. It might be 60, but considering all it comes with. So the length of this ambidextrous select fire tells me it is probably mechanical. Let's find out, actually. We can. Currently on full auto. Flip it to semi-auto. It's electronical. Wait, no, it was on semi-auto. It is mechanical. Okay, I pivoted into the wrong position. It's got to be pointed towards the thing. I don't know how well you can do that. That's pretty good. No, it's that. So when you flip this thing into full auto, it's now an electronic trigger. When you slip it into semi-auto, it's mechanical. So this stock looks pretty awful. It's functional. It's awful. They really cheaped out with this. Not a big deal, except for the fact you got to find something that matches it. That could be a problem. Let us open up our battery tray here. Does it take effort to push the thing that switches the mags? Might be accidentally switched while holding it. Not really. It's not, I mean, if you're holding it like this, just press it outwards, like hold it outwards, use your thumb or finger right there to stop it, and then manipulate it, which feels dirty. Oh, this is interesting. Here's our charger, and here is our battery, and it looks to be smaller than the one that came with the, this is the one I took out of my Venom Pro. Maybe this is not a Venom Pro one. It says Dart Zone Max on it. It is 1,000 milliamp hour, 7.4 volt. They're 14500s. It's a 2S. I'm going to use this battery since this one isn't charged. It is an XT30 connector. Ooh, can it even handle? Oh! That's why it's small. That's a little disappointing. So here's the Venom Pro battery, or at least the one I took out of my Venom Pro. Oh, no, it will fit. Okay. You got to kind of wedge it back in there, but it's like you are a little limited on lipo space on this one. Huh. Oh, right. I have to turn it on. Well, that sounded interesting. I may have to try to turn off the noise gate so you guys can hear the revs. So we've got the Venom Pro battery in there. It's the same voltage and everything, so it shouldn't matter. It's just higher capacity. This is your on-off. So on here, you could turn it on. It will click. I don't know how well you guys can hear that. But then if you turn it up more, you get more power. That is mean. How hard is it to take out? Oh, it's really easy to take out the V-car. Same exact V-car that was inside the Vector. Except for this one, you don't have to flop it open. You can just kind of tease it in there. Twist it till it locks into place. We've got a sling loop right here that's recessed into the blaster. And that's the only obvious sling loop I see. Technically, you could put it through where this goes. I personally wouldn't want to, but you can. Yeah, that's weird. There's like a recessed sling loop right here, and then there's nothing else on the blaster. Why would you want to carry it like this? Is it really acting up? Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so frustrated today. Try to take a drink. Maybe something like that will work a little bit better so it's not pointed up at the ceiling. The mic is probably just peeking out. Oh, I have a noise gate on too. Let me turn off my noise gate real quick. It's probably going to sound a little bit different. I keep hitting properties. That's the 5th time in a row I've hit properties instead of filters. Edit filters. Noise suppression. Limiter. Okay, so this is raw. You guys should be able to hear basically everything, I think. So, this is a sample from Dart Zone. They sent to me. This one actually came from China. So that's at maximum. I'm going to turn it down to minimum. That is the weakest flywheeler I've ever heard in my life. I think a single AA battery would power a strike better. You guys don't like the noise gate? You want to hear every single that I do? But yeah, this is it at full bore. All right, Hawkeye, what's your opinion on that? It's not even fair because Hawkeye's never happy about anything. You hear how clicky that is? Oh, it's so good. So what's the rate of fire like? On full round, obviously. So it doesn't look like you control the rate of fire. That's usable. That's fine. It's not perfect, but it's fine. Reloading is a snap. So, here's the thing that Hawkeye's not going to care because he's Hawkeye, but I'm just going to pretend I'm talking to Hawkeye like I'm trying to sell him on this blaster because I'm super excited about it. You can fire this thing while reloading. Are you not entertained? Does nobody out there think how that is not the coolest thing ever? You can reload it while firing because you have 2 mags. So you put a mag in there. That's the mag that's currently inside the blaster ready to fire. It's the one that's in line with the flywheels. Then you have your other mag. You swap between them by pressing that little guy in and twisting. Is what I would say if it would work. There we go. It takes a little bit more force than I was expecting. So you can be firing. Put it on full auto. You can be firing and reload the other mag. At no point do you have to worry about being ambushed while you're reloading. Which, might I tell you, you are not super major Call of Duty Sergeant guy. The last time it was with some notorious guy on Reddit was telling me that he doesn't have to worry about reloading because he does it 100% perfectly every time. He's also better than anyone else who's ever lived at reloading ever. So he doesn't have to worry about reloading or messing up reloads or anything like that. But most of you probably have had to deal with some slower reloads in the middle of after running for, you know, if you're somebody heavy set like me, several feet, running multiple feet. You might be a little bit winded and tired, so you have to worry about getting that stupid magazine in there. Well, you can have this thing ready, propped up against cover, whatever it is, have it sitting there like that. You can have it firing, and you can reload it. You don't even have to worry. That, especially in a blaster that's really not that thick, is incredibly intuitive. I wish it was a more natural action. Semi-auto is mechanical. You can have it in semi-auto. And still reload it. And then switch. And then reload the other one. The entire time. So not only are you carrying really good ammo, I mean 40 rounds. I know the Boxer Pro is 50 by stock, right? I think it's 50. I know that's 50, but this is 40. And you can reload it while it's firing. And you don't have to worry about a chain jamming up. So let's put this into, I'm a little worried. I gotta turn off that propane heater or something because I don't want a dart flying into that and catching on fire. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, Chad. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn off the propane heater. I think the last thing I need is a fire up here. All right. So, again, this was sent to me by Dart Zone. It actually came from their, like, overseas, from China. It should be out relatively soon. They did say March. It's mid-March right now. The fact that I already have a sample like this tells me it's almost already ready to go. Hawkeye, 1 second. So, the gentleman that sent me this blaster is part of Dart Zone's, I guess, product development R&D kind of thing. He said the B-car helps, but really, it's the flywheels. And they sent me extra flywheels that are inside what we have right here. So, these, I just realized I have my, on my camera, I have the, chroma key on. Let me turn that off. That'll also help. There we go. That's a little bit more lively. So, yeah. Well, I don't know. They seem fine. Again, your standards are so unbelievably high, it isn't funny. But, Hawkeye, you could LED light wheels. Why would you not want to LED light wheels? Right? And with all the venting right here, Hawkeye, think how cool it would be to have LEDs shining in there and you lit up the flywheels and then you could see the light poking through here with the wheels. You're really not thinking too strongly. You gotta let your prejudice go, Hawkeye. The trigger pull is a bit heavy. It's heavier than what we got with the Vector. Still really good. Okay, let's fire the darn thing, huh? What is this? Oh! 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 Dark Zone giveth! That wheel just went wham. I just click end stream or something? That would have been funny. So, that is cool. It still has the little hook. So, if you do need to do a full swap, you can by pulling that little hook. It feels good. It's really springy. All right, let's load this thing up. I don't want to use the included darts. I want to use... Let me go grab a thing of Adventure Force Pro darts. All right, I'm a believer in the propane heater because I just walked outside of the set area into the rest of the studio and I can see my breath. No joke. Andy Griff with a $5. That's like half a box of these, Andy. Thank you. I'm still working in Indiana. I know the West Coast is still working. You're killing me, Walcom. I mean, you guys can watch the VOD, right? It's 65. Dude, it's 65 bucks. It comes with a double magazine, a B car, a potentiometer, select fire between full and semi-auto, which the semi-auto is still mechanical, 2 mags, 40 darts, and a rechargeable battery. Are you not entertained? Honestly, it's probably worth more than 100 bucks. But I only want that mag, so that's $33 a mag. Well, that sucks to be you, man. Pleasing Hawkeye is impossible. You realize that, right? We've had a foolhardy Aaron trying to rationalize Hawkeye. Then again, he also wasn't impressed with the motorized piston pump, bought it and said it was toy of the year. Well, yeah, but at first you weren't, Hawkeye. At first you were like, oh, why would I need that? I don't need that. Ethereal Fortress is better than that in every way. And then you got one. You're like, this is the best toy ever. So these are just Adventure Force Pro Darts. The blaster comes with Adventure Force Pro Darts. I don't want to use the ones that come with it yet. I want to save that for chronograph testing, so I'm just going to use this open thing. Since we're not exactly trying to chronograph it right now. Oh, no, I have to chronograph it, don't I? Don't I? Oh, man. Man, that smells like nail polish. If you try to swap mags while pulling the trigger, what happens? You can. Well, while pulling the trigger, well, yeah, you can. You can. I'll show it here in a second. It's a shame that I'd have to now race myself because this thing fires, what, 6 darts a second out of the box? Oh, and we have to test it with a lipo, see if that increases the rate of fire. I gotta get Freddy. I still haven't fixed him. I gotta fix Freddy. I mean, I kind of wanted to go to Walmart today anyway and pick up some more darts. So I guess I could pick up Freddy a new eye. I really wish I could find that Dart Zone Pirate playset on shelves. Because I want to give Freddy the hat, the eye, and the little saber, put it, like, glue it to his side. Okay, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I mean, it's got to stop. I guess it's also a flywheeler, so it doesn't really matter if I load it up all the way. Time to mag 2. 6, 7. Rubber cement style glue. Is it rubber cement? It might be. It smells like Loca glue if you've ever done like cell phone repair. Hawkeye doesn't even please hockey. This is also notoriously true. I should mention, the grip is rather small. I didn't immediately feel, I was too excited to actually get my hands on this thing. I didn't feel anything wrong with the grip, but it does look kind of small. How many darts does it come with? It comes with 40 darts. And I believe it's a $70 blaster, $69.95. But again, rechargeable battery and all. Oh, I gotta see if it will run off AA's. We'll make sure it runs off AA's too. What happened to Freddy? Freddy took a Moab to the face, and he never quite recovered. He hasn't been the same Chronograph. Okay, so 20 is literally maxing out this thing. Okay, we're going to load this up. Look how easy that was. You can't please everybody, but you can please Walcom. So, to put this into perspective, I need a little bit more length of pull. All right. Let me make sure you guys can actually hear me. So, I can fire this blaster. And still reload it. And still reload it. I feel like I don't need to say anything else past that. What else could you possibly want? Oh, gotta pull it. Is that not awesome? I'm gonna waste an entire $10 thing of darts. You better like this stream. And then when it goes up in this VOD, you guys need to like leave comments like, oh my god, that's the best blaster ever. Walcom's cool. Sometimes. It's the double punch. No, it's not quite the double punch. If this thing had a binary trigger, I would have filled the cup. The Karma 45 from Infinite Warfare. I played Advanced Warfare. I don't think I played Infinite Warfare. What's the FPS? I assume 160s to 180s. I'll check with Freddy here in a little bit. Hey, 42 Blades. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Love what you do. We should be friends. Can I have this in a spring version? I think your issue with it being a spring version is like you have to have a pusher and stuff like that. So you'd wind up with a pretty weird swap like what the Striker 2.0 had. Is there a way to refill the empty mag while it's still in the blaster? Oh my god, there is no pleasing you people. Theoretically, you probably could make something like that, but you'd be skeletonizing the mechanism. It probably wouldn't be as reliable. 2 mags in a row, not side by side. Basically a futuristic Vester. Okay, I definitely didn't play Infinite Warfare. Does the Boxer Pro have worse performance than the Venom with rechargeable? I think it does, yeah. It might have quicker spin-up times, but I think you'll have overall worse performance. I think I tested it in my video. There's no way. It's called switching to a new mag. Oh, well, eh. Where's the Moab? I have it set up in the range right now. It's unloaded, though. That thing takes far too long to reload. I mean, I could have set it for a little bit later. I was mostly waiting for, like, school to be out. But I also think, like, it's like, I'll do the live stream, and then if you missed it, you'll just watch the VOD. That's kind of how that was going to go. Although we spent, like, the first 20 minutes of the stream trying to figure out what's going on with the audio. So, see if I can use a standard Talon mag. Yes, it does seem to work with standard Talon mags. I will also mention there is a little bit of force required for that semi-auto trigger pull, more than normal. So its rate of fire is not going to be as smooth as the Vector Pro's. The Vector Pro has unbelievably smooth semi-auto fire that would please even Hawkeye. But this one's a little bit rougher. It's not insurmountable. It's not even really bad. It's a little bit higher torque. With the dart zone that uses a Scar. No, that would be the Vector Pro. After this video, go watch my review of the Vector Pro. Modify the next one to take even more mag side by side? I don't think so, by virtue of the mechanism having two places, like two stops. What's the baby's name? The baby's name is Renton. Okay, so let's flip this into full auto. Let's flip this into the closest mag towards me. So once again, chat. Full auto, watch it. I'm going to just nail the trigger down, and I'm going to reload it while it's firing. Oh, no! Too slow! You get the picture. It's going to take a little bit of practice to get used to. But you get the idea. That's so sick. That is so unbelievably cool. Let's put a... Oh my god, it's like they made this thing for a red dot. It's got the perfect amount of room. Perfect. Found in the wild? No, this was sent to me by Dartzone. It should be out very soon, though. There is a lack of customization. I guess you can really only rail on top and stock. This thing's tiny. That is a lot of firepower in such a tiny package. And I have had zero issues with this. That works extremely well. You do have to press it in and then twist. And it requires a bit of force. The semi-auto trigger, especially when pushing a dart, does require a little bit of force. I have to go grab Freddy, huh? This is like a chain fed where you can just continuously feed darts. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's why this blaster might actually be better than the Boxer Pro. The Boxer Pro will be far better at being both an emplacement. Actually, this would also work as an emplacement, though. But more specifically, the Boxer Pro can fire longer with no delay. You do have to actually, when you swap over, you do have to stop firing. Because there's a pusher that goes in there. You obviously can't switch while that pusher's in there. So you do have to stop firing, but once you swap, you can continuously fire and reload at the same time. Let me grab Freddy. Friendly reminder that we've already gone through $10 in darts so far. Oh, nectar of the gods. how reliable it works. It doesn't have like notches on it to tell you what velocity you're hitting. You'll have to test it yourself. If they could only all be like that, radioactive. Oh, what is going on with poor Freddy? What was that? Oh, that was literally the plastic out of Zeit just came out. Now he's literally one-eyed Freddy. Put that in there so you don't feel too bad, Freddy. It is lithium ion, but I haven't put a lipo in it yet. I want to get that little kid's pirate playset from Dart Zone and put the eye patch and stuff on him. I kind of wanted to make him Punished Freddy, though. Venom Freddy, if you will. Okay, so this is going to be 6 shots on the stock battery. $154, $158, $137. It's hard to get it aligned. $51. Well, that one was $180. $159. Not terrible. About what you'd expect, to be perfectly honest, but we can go higher. Although, again, our ability to slap in like a 3S lipo, not a very big battery chamber in this thing. I do want to see how this reacts on a 3S lipo, though. Be kind of funny if I broke it before I even got the video done. This 150 milliamp hour tattoo battery off of Amazon does fit. I don't think you're going to be able to fit much more than that. You're going to want like one of the smaller 3S lipos you can realistically get. Yeah, I think we'll get like 3 or 4 shots off of it, and then we're done. I gotta pick up darts. That is insane. It might die. Oh. Oh. I didn't smell anything. No, it smells fine. I didn't smell any ozone or anything like that. Headphone warning. $144, $138. The performance is actually worse. I experienced the same thing with the Vector. I just want to see what the rate of fire is like on full auto, and then we're done. Did we already break it? It might have a thermistor. Did we already break it? It might have a thermistor inside of it. It has a thermistor. Okay. Chat. Once again, you can do it. It's definitely not designed to. There would probably be a way to bypass the thermistor, but that was heavy. The next thing I want to test, though, AA batteries. Does this run? You can't fit AA's in here. But I just want to see if it runs. Yeah. It's slower, but it runs. All right. Some dude said 4S. Well, that dude can just get his own and blow his own out. Yeah, flywheels do have like a Goldilocks rating where they want to be. If they spin too fast, they don't have enough contact time with the dart to actually impart energy to it. I'm not saying you can't get this thing to run off 3S LiPo, but it definitely, I think, out of the box, you should be happy with what you have. How long until there's a brushless motor for it? I don't know. But I mean, I think everybody else had problem modifying their Boxer Pro. Mine worked, but other people had issues. Do you like the grip and the ergo? So, I think the grip's fine. It's small. I have normal hands, I guess. I don't know. Everybody says I have tiny hands, so let's go with that. It's fine. I'd rather the 2-finger rev trigger, but it's fine. This is awkward to kind of like hold like that. I almost think you should probably just do this. And then switch it over. I mean, you can rest on that. It just, look at what you're holding. It feels weird. But, does work. Can you... You can forcefully push it. I don't know if that's healthy for it, but you can. It does take a bit of force. Yeah. I'm willing to bet the main issue was the potentiometer when it came to 3S performance. That's fun. So, yeah, I could turn, I wonder if this thing will even fire a dart on the lowest speed. Yeah, you can do that. Lowest RPM. 100 FPS. Whack. So, yeah, you can just grab it, but it's not happening on accident unless you, like, firmly bump it into something really hard. Is that the O-side? Yeah, this is one of them. This is one of the original O-side X's, I think, or O-side S's. So, I'm not saying you can't modify this to work with your, with a higher voltage battery, but even when it did work, it's spinning the wheels too fast. Maybe dialing down the potentiometer would fix that? I didn't really get to test the rate of fire on 3S, which I'm a little upset about. So is it immediately banned at every HVZ because of variable FPS? I don't know. That depends on the game. From what I know, the groups that run those kinds of games are very anti a lot of stuff. It's potential that they could, but I would also make the argument that, like, you could just put duct tape over the thing and it would be locked. But we know how that goes. Would you mind opening it up real quick? Yes, specifically because I haven't done the video and I don't want to risk ruining something before the video. Dart Zone said it was a Vector Pro cage. I don't remember Dart Zone saying that, but it does take the same, you know, lug nut style B-car. What I do have are the flywheels. They sent me extras of the flywheels. They said that the B-car helps, but the product designer says it's probably the flywheels themselves that make this actually accurate. And that the flywheel geometry matters a lot more than people think for accuracy. Okay, that makes sense. They would have told him at the... Okay. You could fit one drum in it, but obviously with the mag side by side like that, you'd need like a D style drum and then a reverse one. So, overall, I want to know how you guys feel and what other questions you have. Because obviously now I got to sit down and actually make the video on it. Nitro shots are probably a bit more accurate. Probably are. But since this is a Walmart blaster, I'm assuming that's why they went with the Adventure Force Pro darts. Interesting that they don't have a dart above the Adventure Force Pro dart. Because they've had like 3 at Target. Is it possible to install a flywheel track to get 300 FPS? I doubt it, Ethan. Does the B-car remove? Yes. If you just kind of reach in here and twist it, you can pop it out. It's the exact same one. Yep, and then we just take it and just kind of put it back in there. It's a little more awkward than it was with the Vector. Is the full auto trigger delay decent? Trigger delay. I have to... That's a wonderful question to have asked, because I didn't even think about it. That seems really effing good. I'm running out of darts. Let's see here. So, I don't know, because the, what do you call it? The last time I had a trigger on an electronic blaster that was, like, flawless, while the Vesper is pretty close, it was the modded, the modulus select fire. These are 20 rounders. I want to test to see what this actually feels like on semi-auto, because I have a feeling this is actually really good. Regulator. The Regulator had a ridiculously good semi-auto trigger once it was modded for an electronic blaster. It's absolutely unbelievable. I want to see, because this seems good. And quite honestly, I didn't test it. So this is on full auto, but I'm going to semi-auto it. It's amazing. It's amazing. You don't even need semi-auto. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. That is, I think, the best unmodded, off-the-shelf full auto trigger I've gotten my hands on. I am kind of confused how it's better than the Vector Pro. It has 2 mags and you can reload it while firing. How is that not better than the Vector? Let me grab my Vector real quick. Size of the Vector compared to the stockless, it's like the same thing. The axis switch is like barely longer than the vector. That is a really good full auto trigger. I have not had a single shot fail. That is fantastic. That is absolute. That is amazing. Can you outrun with your hand off if you finger bang? So here's the problem. When you switch it to semi-auto, it's now mechanical. And it's a pretty heavy mechanical. I actually don't think I could, because when you have a dart in there, there's a lot extra force required to push it out of the mag. Maybe that's because they're 20-round magazines with longer springs. But it's not as smooth. It's absolutely not as smooth as the vector. But flip it into full auto. Like, if you're doing 9 darts a second, plus with, like, one finger, like, I don't think I can pull the trigger faster than, like, 6, 7 darts a second semi-auto. The vector looks like ass until you get your hands on it, and that stops mattering. I actually hated everything about this blaster until I got my hands on it, and it became one of my favorite blasters of last year. And this is just better in every way. It's not a bullpup, but... no, right now, it doesn't seem to like 3O's lipos. It's got a thermistor in it. Make a dual drum set. I'm sure somebody will, but also, like, I would make the argument that when you add stuff like that to a platform, you're taking away from somewhere else. While drums would be awesome, it will make this thing unwieldy as hell. For, like, what? Maybe 30, 35, maybe double the capacity. When you could just mag reload the thing. And you can, again, the killer feature of this blaster is that you can be firing this thing. And you can still reload it. Because there's still a mag in there. Switch the other. Do the same thing. Do not try to swap mags when you have your finger on the trigger, though. You do have to stop. But the initial, like the reload while you're firing, yeah, this side sucks. This side, you would want to start it like this, because trying to move off that is very difficult. Because you basically can't. You have to, like, AK charge it. It works. You could get good with it. What about 2S? It is a 2S setup. I don't have a 2S LiPo handy to test it, but the batteries that come with are essentially 2S LiPos. Lower discharge rate, but yeah. I call this an S tier. It is definitely an S tier blaster. It's so funny because you guys can sit there in the chat all day and try to tear apart little nicks about this thing, but the fact of the matter is, it's still an incredible blaster. Hawkeye, stop trying to be contrarian. It's ridiculous. You've started the stream for a sneak peek of this. We'll watch the rest later. Be safe. Thank you. Using flip meta would be insane with this. Yeah. Except for you'd have to have them kind of weirdly set up to do that. No, because, like, once you flip it, no, actually, no. You might be fine. But, yeah, obviously, there's not much room between these two. So, I love it. I'm actually super stoked about how good the full auto trigger is. Because now, it's like the lightest trigger pull imaginable. That's really good. So this overwrites the Maxim. This overwrites the Vector. A Blat absolutely demolishes the Mark III. It's... What does this blaster not replace? Back in the day, you mean like 4 years ago? Yeah, it was the Ultra Select. Well, yeah, but this is not meant to be a sidearm. This is meant to be a primary. Although, to be completely honest, this is a very compact blaster. Oh my god, dual wielding these things. Has better semi-auto trigger and is probably a bit more compact. It might have a better semi-auto trigger, but the Maxims is underneath the Vector. And, counterpoint, this thing on full auto has a really good semi-auto trigger. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, it's a buffer tube for the stock. And then it's a standard end strike attachment point. How to switch mags to dual field? You just kind of go like that. You just go BAM! Against each arm. There we go. I mean, Cesaro probably won't be that bad, but yeah, they historically have been pretty
Let's
bad.
rock.
When will the video release? When it's done. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat for that. I have to get the Vesper video out before this, which is like mostly done. I just need to sit down tonight and finish it up, which I might. I want to have this video out Friday. If I really want to rush it, I might have it out tomorrow, because it doesn't matter. It's not on store shelves yet. Does it really matter if this video comes out before or after the Vesper? They're completely different blasters. Nobody looking at a Vesper is going to be looking at this thing. You know what I mean? Because the Vesper's like, what, $260? I'm trying to, yeah, I don't know. If I were to sit down right now and work through the night, I could have this done tomorrow. I wonder. I'm going to have to... I have a sponsor, though. I'm probably going to have to wait until they approve that draft. So it's probably going to be like Friday, Saturday. I'm probably... Because I have to throw a sponsor in this one. Because that sponsor has a view guarantee, and I think this is the only video I can do where I know it's going to hit that view guarantee. I think that's... I'm going to have to wait a couple of days. I got thermal paste on my blaster. I wonder if this would be useful in similar niche to the Select. Having one mag with one nitro shots? No, I don't think that holds any kind of... I don't think there's a rational reason to have less accurate darts, Excelsior. I just don't see it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have less accurate darts. That was like a bad gimmick the Select had. I don't think anybody actually used the Select for that. You could, in a tactical application, one side with bamboo darts and one side with heavyweight accurate darts. The only reason is because you'd get like 20 to 30 FPS more out of the bamboo darts, which would mean you'd have a farther effective range, and you could switch your range, which would really screw with people. That might be a reason. Blowing it out of the park as usual. I mean, this is also the first blasters they're releasing this year. Who knows what else they have planned. Outside of funner range, you can cut down elite darts. Why would you want to have less accurate darts, though? You never. What pro level spring are you looking forward to? Right now, there's one thing that I have that I absolutely love. Let me go grab it. So, this is the Hypersmith HS Strike T1. It's set up like a bolt action right now, but it's also pump action. Like, it does both. I can't really pump it. Oh, well, I obviously can't pump it when the bolt's down. But, like, when you have the bolt on it, it's hard to, like, bolt action it and have the pump on because you want to put your hand where the pump is. Obviously, that doesn't work very well. This thing just straight up. I love it. So, if I had to give you an idea of what it actually is, this is a rival Jupiter. It's like the same form factor, but out of the box, and it came with 2 other springs, so I'm not quite sure what it's like optimally capable of. It's a big plunger tube, and it's a really, really light draw right now, like super light. And that's 190 FPS, by the way, and I just pinky primed that. But then, it also has slam fire. I love this thing. Also, the stock is Picatinny. So if you remove this, there's a Picatinny rail for a stock. Metal trigger. Metal pretty much everything. This is so good. And I don't think... Oh, it's super high quality. It is... I don't think it's the same material that, like, the Kunlun and stuff is made out of. But it's a similar shell thickness, similar feel. It feels amazing. It is super duper thick. I don't know if you can see, like, in there where the plunger tube is, but, and this is a metal rail that runs along the entire top. The bolt, the plunger rod, the spring guide, all that stuff is metal. Can it handle 255? I guarantee you it can. Again, this right now, this is 190 FPS. Like, and again, it has slam. Because I didn't screw it in. I probably shouldn't be doing that too much. But this thing is so good. This is one of my favorite. This is my new favorite thing. Like, bar none. Oh, I wonder if it could sit like that and still... Oh, yeah. It should have a way to bolt it in like that. It should have a way to bolt it in like that. If you could just bolt that so you can hold it like this. I mean, you can. There's nothing stopping you. It can't fall forward. It could just slide forward a little bit. But it will still... You can't do the finger the mad minute because the bolt is too far forward. But it's the pump bolty. And it's amazing. The stock is very heavy, soft rubber. The grip feels fantastic. It's heavy. It's very front heavy. But this massive metal rail isn't doing it favors. But it's so good. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what the price is right now. I'd say, I think it's going to be under, I think it's probably 150, probably. If it's around $150, I could absolutely recommend it. I don't even know how hard it shoots yet. If it's 200, that's a bit harder of a sell. You'd have to really like the design of it. And swapping out springs looks to be a freaking nightmare. I actually don't even know how to do it yet. Hopefully you don't have to take apart every single thing. I tried taking out just these two up front and trying to pull this white piece off. It didn't work. Maybe I have to take out this one on the very top right here. I don't know. I didn't try that. But I love it. And if it's cheaper than $150, you owe it to yourself to pick one of these things up. I don't really know of a lot of blasters that have this profile. Most of them are pistol grips. And this one just like, I mean, if it wasn't so ridiculous, I could kill a man with this. If I just slapped you in the back of the head, you would be, especially with the actual, ooh. Yeah, there's a metal rail that goes right there. It's almost like it could block that from moving. But yeah, it's nuts how heavy it is. It's a very hefty, solid blaster. So, I got another new thing, which is like a Barrett M82. It's basically a Kunlun Light. I haven't chronographed it yet, but it's also like a really light prime. It's also the longest blaster I think I own right now. Let me grab that. Actually, I'm not going to grab that because that might get the frickin' stream flagged. This thing rocks. I am super stoked about this. I honestly already think this is maybe the best Pro Blaster we've gotten so far. Longer than, well, not, Mammoth's not half-length darts. It's longer than the...
Let's rock.
Kieran. $5 super chat from Red Guardian X. The only full auto blaster I've seen is the Siren Blink with 3D printed stock. Oh, you have. I think the Siren Blink has a faster rate of fire. I don't think it's a better blaster than this, though. I think the Siren Blink still is a really good, like, secondary. I would rather use a secondary Siren Blink over this. That's my opinion. I think the Siren Blink's a great blaster. The Siren Blink just feels a lot better dual wielding and stuff than most other blasters. Do you know when the X-Shot Pro Longshot 2 is coming out? No, I don't work for X-Shot. They haven't told me. Which of the upcoming blasters do you think have more waves, get more hype? Doomhammer out as well. Doomhammer? Doom Cannon, you mean? I think the Doom Cannon is more hyped. Honestly, I think people are sleeping on this thing. As that a lot of people had motors burn out. That's incredible. I mean, but people have motors burn out on blasters all the time. And that doesn't mean that it's a problem with the blaster. It could always be user error. Like, I would argue that is the most common way flywheelers die. Dart gets stuck in there and they leave it revving and then they just keep trying to rev. Yeah, breaks flywheels all the time. I make, like, when there's an actual issue, like, you buy a NERF Pro Sender and the darts come out sideways. That's not a me issue, that's a NERF issue. When you buy a torrent and every other dart jams, that's not a me issue. It could be, but that was right out of the box. I get a lot of people that are like, oh, X blaster jams all the time, it's garbage. But they're using darts. Trying to find a bad one. Here we go. Oh, my blaster jams all the time, but their darts are like this. Oh, my blaster jams all the time. That I can fault you on. But if out of the box, the blaster is jamming every other shot, that's not a me issue. Especially with the darts it came with. When you doing a Primus review? I don't have one. I don't have a Primus, so I'm not doing a review on it. Jam door? It doesn't look like it has one. To be honest, jam doors are so pointless. Because every single time there's a jam, the jam door only lets you know there's a jam there. You still have to take out the mag and fish it out. And on this, it's really easy because, like, it's like a super easy door, like a magwell. It's super skeletonized. I genuinely have high hopes for the Doom Cannon. As do I, Dorian, as do I. Didn't someone say they were sending me one? I don't know. I can't, like, oh, where's my thing you promised? I'm not like that. If they sent me one, they sent me one. I have not received one. And I'm not going to ask people to send me one. But if somebody's going to send me one and be like, please do a review, I won't always honor those requests. But when it's a friend, yes, I will. Sorry, one second. Do you think X-Shot will give you commissions or sponsorship to pay you to say something about their X-Shot? I don't know necessarily if I would. I would have to get my hands on the Longshot 2 first and really put it through its paces before I would, like, take a sponsorship for it. They could send me one and I'll give my honest review. I don't know if I would, like, take a sponsorship. That's one of the things that angers me a lot. I still get a ton of flack from people, brainless morons in my opinion, that tell me that, like, oh, my Siren video wasn't legit because you were paid for it. Well, I only took the partnership and the money because I got my hands on the blasters and I loved them. That was the stipulation of the deal. And it's like, I'm not going to do this. I can give you my full opinions. If you want to pay me for a video, it better knock my socks off. And it did. And the funny thing about that is, everybody trashes on me for my video like I somehow faked the entire thing. Like there was a second shooter over my shoulder during the chronograph and during the accuracy testing. And I was actually not firing darts out of my blaster at all. It's ridiculous. And the fact that people listen to those people is even more ridiculous. My Siren blasters worked amazingly out of the box. I had no issues whatsoever. I'm sorry that the blasters they put out after that I had absolutely no control on, what am I supposed to do? Like, did they potentially fleece their customers? I don't think so. I think there was an issue with quality control during the mass manufacturing of the blasters, but they clearly already had samples ready to go that worked perfectly. And it's not like Siren built those in a garage from bags of scraps and then sent it off to us. No, and I say us because everybody did a paid video. And yet I'm the one who gets under fire for it. This community is so dumb. Happy birthday, Tag. Holy crap, I saw everybody wish you happy birthday. Everybody wish that old Nerf guy a happy birthday. Just got back for work. Damn you for having a stream. You'll get the VOD. Don't you worry. In my opinion, Walcom reviews are insanely good because they're brutally honest. If there's a sponsored video, it means an insanely good blaster. That's what I'm saying. Is the Gel Blaster Surge better than the Nerf Pro Mythic? Yes, in every single way. Doesn't mean that if you don't have access to a Gel Blaster Surge, you shouldn't pick up a Mythic. But when I did the review on the Mythic, which wasn't sponsored, I even said as much, you can go out and buy cheaper, better blasters, but this thing is pretty cool. That was my honest opinion. It's kind of frustrating. I don't think I'm still getting pooped on for the Brute Pro review. I'm still getting pooped on for the Nerf Pro reviews, but yet I see comments all the time from people like, oh, Walcom says everything's great. Walcom says everything's the best. I'm literally the only reviewer that ever says anything negative about any product, let alone I am probably the only reviewer in this entire hobby besides Coop that has ever given a negative review to a blaster I was sent at from a major company. And I say that fully knowing that company may not work with me again in the future. It is extremely frustrating that people are that bad about spreading lies and misinformation about me. But that's the internet. I sit by my quality of work. Every single time somebody asks when the video is going to come out, I'm going to delay it a little bit more. Gel blasters are technically banned where I lived. I think they should be. They're kind of just like mass littering devices. Don't spam your question. I don't want to have to ban you. I don't know. Dart Zone said March. Will it be March? I don't know. Right? Radioactive? That's what every single comment, it's like, that's what I hate about this community. And it's like, they never take a clip of my video and post it and even try to take that clip out of context to make me look bad. They just say a word and everybody believes it, and it's freaking annoying. That's why I don't like this community anymore. That's why so many content creators in this community are burnt out. That's why you guys have less content to watch. It's because you guys don't police your own. It's okay to criticize people, but when I have a thread on Reddit where it's like, oh, Walcom did a Temu ad, he's the worst person imaginable. I went to like a dozen people and asked them, have you ever used Temu before? What do you think about it? And all of them said, yeah, I've used it and it's okay. You get cheap crap. And then I did a video, and for some reason that entire Temu ad thing was posted because Reddit doesn't like me. None of the Reddit mods like me because Reddit is not a place that you can go, at least the Nerf subreddit, where you can get objective information. They have literal product designers in their Reddit team, in the moderation team, that control the Reddit. So like if somebody posts something that's a competitor to them or they don't like them, those posts are removed, but anything they post is always up there. It's kind of weird. That shouldn't be a thing. This hobby is corrupt as heck. And I'm not going to be the person you're going to look to when you say this hobby is corrupt. I'm sorry. I will stand up against that every time I have a chance. When is the Doom Cannon coming? I believe July. Gel is important in territories where Airsoft is banned. I guess that's kind of true, Dorian, but I also wish Airsoft was banned. Thought your Axis Switch was an NPC-9 that was getting sold. I actually don't know what an NPC-9 is. Not off the top of my head. That's weird. That's fair, Valander. I guess all hobby subreddits are really bad like that. But when they attack the, you know, like how many bad things, I could go off on how many absolutely horrible things have happened in this community that the majority of the community doesn't say anything about. They don't talk about it, they don't acknowledge it, it's whatever, it doesn't matter. But God help you if you do a Temu ad. And I've had to shut down 3 or 4 Temu ads after that, especially my Temu loadout video that I really wanted to do, which was the main reason I accepted that initial partnership from Temu, because the next video after that, which was basically already scheduled, was supposed to be the Temu Nerf loadout, where I was going to get even more tactical gear from Temu and blasters and just have fun with it. And I saw, there are people like, I've watched Walcom for 17 years. I've watched him do everything. I did a Temu ad, and it was the worst thing ever because they used slavery. It's like, dude, like if you're going to say right now Temu uses slavery and that's bad, congratulations, you literally can't buy any product that's ever made in China, ever. Honest truth. Do those people ask me, do they like go to my Discord where I'm always active and be like, hey, Walcom, can you make a comment about this? I'm like the most easily, how many other streamers in this hobby? Like, how many are there? How many? It's so frustrating. I'm so easily accessible. But, again, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I've already washed my hands. Reddit sucks. Anybody that uses Reddit sucks. That's my professional opinion. There you go. Strifer, do you recommend a 3S or 2S? It really depends on what motors you're using, Liminal. The blaster itself does not dictate what battery. The motor dictates the battery. Do you have the lightning pistol with a rechargeable battery? I have like 7 of them. There's literally one behind me. Have you never noticed that in any of my videos in like the past 6 months? There's one in the background. It's the cutout version they sent me. And it works. It's my trophy. I have that in the background of like every video in the past like 5-6 months. What if someone made a full-size Nerf cannon that shot XL darts? I mean, you're talking about something enormous. He actually got me interested in blasters. I thought Dart Zone wasn't great, but it was proven wrong. That's also like a really bad thing about like the knockoff Nerf stuff, especially in 2026, where it's like every single other company besides Buzzbee is better than Nerf right now. It's hidden behind the chat. That is fair, but during all of my videos, it's still there. To be fair, I've made like 7 videos in the last 6 months. I need to do better at that, but I had a baby. The only reason I'm able to be up here right now doing this right now is because the wife's like, yeah, go upstairs, do a video. Stream. I'll take care of the baby for a little while. But guess what? After this, I got to go downstairs, hold the baby for a couple of hours, spend time with him. Oh, it's such an evil thing I don't want to do. But yeah, that's why it's like, it's kind of hard. I'm behind on literally everything. And I promise you, I have like 3 or 4 videos that are all, I have 5 videos that are done. And I have like a dozen shorts. I don't know if the shorts will be cross-posted to YouTube or not. They'll be posted on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. But I actually have to upload like 6 of those tonight. Do you know of any good holster 3D print files for the Dart Zone Outlaw? Literally on Dart Zone's own website, they have 3D print files for holsters for the Outlaw. Dart Zone Pro versus X-Shot Pro, which do you think is better? Well, Dart Zone just has more stuff right now. Walcom, do you think mini Walcom? I think it's impossible for my kid to not be into Nerf at some point, but I also not going to force it on him. It's almost 3. Is my watch even accurate? I haven't wound it today. It is almost 3. What is the first blaster you let him play with? Probably a Jolt. Welcome, do I buy the Axis? Probably. I'll have my video out soon. I'm aiming for Friday. We'll see what happens. I'm very excited to talk about it because this thing is fantastic. I think it's the best pro flywheeler we've gotten our hands on. It might not be as mind-blowing to you guys as like the Venom Pro, because that's a mag and grip pistol, which everybody has always wanted. But when it comes to being like just a super solid, amazingly with a cool gimmick, I mean, you can literally reload the thing while you're firing at someone. I don't think this is going to be beat. I honestly, like, and it's not even, like, that much bigger compared to other blasters. Did you hear that Spin Shot doesn't have a hammer action? Did I not already say that a dozen times? I'm pretty sure I did. Most of us have to work 80-plus hours a week to afford basic life experiences. They want to complain about slavery in other countries. It's a virtue signaling thing, which isn't inherently bad in itself. It's just the fact that it's like, you can't post from your iPhone about the working conditions of people in China. And yeah, you look like a stupid moron. You can't wear clothes from Walmart and shoes from Nike and talk about the working conditions of the working class in China. You can't do that. You look stupid. But that's what Reddit does. That's what the people on Reddit do. And you can post basically anything when you don't like me and post it on Reddit, and it will hit the front page and stay there for a couple of days because the entire moderator team doesn't like me because they're extremely biased against me. Why? I don't know. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. But when you are the foremost, one of the biggest entry points for a hobby, and you have ran it into the ground so unbelievably hard it isn't funny, and you don't realize this is a problem or do anything to try to correct it, you double down on the practices that you've been doing that made it bad to begin with, yeah, I have a problem with that. I don't care who runs the subreddit, I care about the subreddit being good. And I think unless something horrible happens, like you have video of me murdering a kitten, and the kitten wasn't being a meanie, then yeah, it probably shouldn't be. You can't be allowed to just post things willy-nilly on subreddit attacking other people. It's just not fair. But I also say that I think like every subreddit has that kind of problem, so whatever. But it is weird that like I do a Temu ad and I'm the worst person imaginable when it's like, yeah. Do you keep up with 3D printing laws? I'm very aware about the 3D printing stuff they're trying to pull off right now. It's not really something I want to talk about on my channel. Let's just say I'm well aware of it because it will affect my bottom line, but it's also stupid. It's completely ridiculous. The entirety of 3D printing, from the machinery itself to the software, is open source. You can't prevent it. Redditors downvote while barely able to read. This is true. Did you talk about the X-Shot Pro mask? I have not. I don't think I've ever gotten one. Exactly escalator time. Walcom, you referenced TF2 several times. That begs the question, who do you main? Normally Scout, because I like light, fast shotguns and pistols. I played a lot of Demo Night, and I played a lot of Engineer with a Widowmaker. That was kind of like my favorite build. Can you buy the batteries separate? Maybe from Dart Zone themselves? I'm not quite sure. Did you talk about the X-Shot Pro mask? No, I already answered that question. No, I did not. I actually haven't seen one on store shelves. Yes, I have the Axis. It is very good. You are a little bit late. Review a NERF Stagecoach shotgun. I do not have one, nor do I have the willpower to spend the funds to get one. I kind of want to buy one from Bears Wares, but yeah, I probably won't. This is a good blaster. I can't wait to, like, I also like it when it's like I say something's good and then people try to come out and say it's bad for absolutely no reason. What a fantastic blaster. Probably one of the best we're ever going to get. I can't believe that they made the semi-auto. Oh my God, do you guys even get to see it? The semi-auto on full auto is amazing. It's really good. It's really, really good. Fantastic. It's not as good as the semi-auto on without it, but it's still really good. It's also like 1/4 the trigger pull. The semi-auto on this thing is so heavy compared to the full auto semi-auto. It's good. It's really effing good. Sam Davidson with the $10 super chat. 10 euro. Thank you, Sam. My girl grabbed a piston pump, is now getting into Nerf. She's looking to join HVC. I doubt if there's an HVC that's going to want you to use a piston pump, but yeah, power to her. What do you make of the review? As soon as it's done. This one I'm going to have a wait for a sponsor, so it'll probably be like Friday, Saturday. Will you be picking up, I will be picking one of these up ASAP. It looks like great with 3D printed kit. I mean, there is no 3D printed kit, but I guess you make them, so I'm interested to see what you came up with. I don't like this. I think replacing this with a different thing and making like a normal foregrip would be kind of interesting with it, Manta. I still need to do the video on my modded, because I'm pretty sure that's your kit that I printed out for my Boxer Pro, and I just never did the video. I stopped doing the video because people were like, oh, I tried to mod my Boxer Pro and it destroyed itself. And I kind of stopped doing the video. Is Great British GP... Okay, I get the two really confused. I'm sorry about that. In my defense, they're very similar. I think Euro is a little bit curvier. Yeah. How's the performance access without the B car? I didn't test it yet. I realize you're the first guy I see wearing a Sailor Moon tee besides me. Ooh, Walmart special. I'll spend $6 on a shirt. Have you seen the Rexfire PB car? I have not. You can use Dart Zone solo barrel and it brings it close to 130. Yeah, but you're over-gassing. You're actually running the risk of breaking your blaster like that. I'm scared, bro. She just grabbed extra springs and some 3D printed parts. Yep, you're going to have a good time, Quiet. That's a keeper. I'd be really worried to overgas the motorized piston pump like that. People should not be bugging you over taking sponsorships while the reason I got in the hobby. Sponsorships are great. You want to know why? You guys could just skip them. Doesn't really matter. And honestly, if you want to support the channel free, just like the videos, make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment. That's it. I like to do sponsorships over like Patreon and stuff like that. Patreon messed me up. Patreon ruined my mental health. I took it too personally, which is why I haven't touched my Patreon in a long time. There's still people who are subscribed to my Patreon, and I'm sorry to them. There's two things that kind of stopped me from even trying to do the Patreon again. The first is that nobody seems to like exclusive content. I could very easily film extra stuff, especially if it's unedited. Like, I could just film it with my phone, hit upload, and upload it to the app, and put that up for people. Nobody who was a patron really watched that stuff, which was kind of disappointing. The other problem is that I took Patreon too personally. Everything I say and do, and when people message me and stuff like that, I've had multiple people crash out on me through Patreon for absolutely, in my opinion, ridiculous reasons, but it messes you up because those people are directly paying money to fund you, and then when you don't do exactly what they want, how they want it, and they send you mean messages, or they quit Patreon without telling you and then leave you a really nasty comment, it feels bad. It feels way worse than somebody just unsubbing or just leaving you a mean comment, because those people were directly supporting you. And that happened probably 3 or 4 times, and I stopped. It's one of the reasons, like, I wonder, because, like, Coop, right? Coop barely live streamed. Coop barely interacted with anything outside of his own ecosystem, and yet he was by far the most popular around of us. He didn't really post on Reddit much. He didn't really interact with other channels. He just kind of did his own thing, and he was far more successful. I do think Coop seemed a little bit lonely. He was kind of the king on the top of his mountain with nobody near him. But I try to be accessible. You can leave comments in my Discord. I generally do read through the Discord a couple of times a day. I read my Patreon channel stuff more often. But, like, comments on YouTube, every time I sit down on the toilet, I flip through comments. If I responded to your comment, I probably did it while taking a poop. But at least I do it. You know, I try. That's why I try not to upload a bunch of stuff to a whole bunch of different websites, because I can't keep track of all of them and answer comments on all of them. It feels a little bit hollow. I genuinely want to interact with you guys, and I'm trying to build my own community, but I also will firmly stress that I don't want to see people attacking anyone else in this hobby, deservedly or not, under my name. If you're going to try to even fly my banner and you're going to be a terrible person, I want nothing to do with you. I'm sorry that I'm a broken enough person that I do complain sometimes, like I complained about Reddit, but it's one of those things where it's like I just have to become a more mature person and grow out of it. And I think I've gotten better over the years, but I genuinely still have a lot of room to grow, and that's something that I am focusing on, especially since I want to set a pretty good example for my kiddo. Now, unfortunately, my kiddo is not to the age yet where that matters, but they will be soon. And I need to become a role model for them. I never wanted to be in the position I am in this hobby. I never wanted to be, some people have said you're a huge contributor to the hobby, you're one of the biggest content creators out there. I never once asked for that. I never wanted to be that. And if you look at like my stuff from like 10 years ago, I have drastically changed as a person since then. And I'm never going to be one of those people. In fact, I used to be one of those people, like, I'm never going to change my anything for anything because I stick by what I say. And I realized a couple of years ago, that's the dumbest thing you could say. You don't grow unless you grow. You change as you grow. That's just how it goes. It doesn't mean you have to be a completely different person. I still love shotguns. Shotguns are still the best blasters. Shotguns are still the best everything. I love pistols. Shotgun pistol is my favorite combo in anything ever. But I used to also hate magic. I thought magic was for nerds. I thought magic is the lamest thing in anything ever. I've grown a little bit better about that. Sometimes I'll even play a spellcaster in a video game. And there are some people who have known me my entire life that'd be like, what? Because for my entire life, I'm like, mages are the dumbest thing ever. Oh, they look at their little books and they cast their little spells. It's completely unearned. I used to be one of those guys. I made a D&D character that was like, their entire goal was to search out the mage with the pointiest hat and stab them in the face. Actually hit them in the face with a shovel, because they had a shovel, but yeah. What's your favorite shotgun shell? How do I answer that? The biggest ones are like the silly shells, but the problem is, the thing we keep doing, right? I liked the idea of the Spring Thunder. We got the Spring Thunder, but after the Spring Thunder, we got the Firefly. And then with the Firefly, we got the 50 caliber foam balls. And that changed my perspective. Because like, while the Firefly, or the Spring Thunder is super cool, it's massive. It's ugly. And as we get to all these other shotguns and stuff, they get bigger and they get more unwieldy. When it's like, the Firefly is perfect. The shells are small. You could put multiple projectiles in them. They are amazing when they work and not break the dart gate on them. Or the collar that holds the barrel tube, whatever you call that thing. I love the Firefly still. Like, if I wanted to run a shotgun in a game that wasn't like a, front-loading, air-powered thing, I would run a Firefly. I've seen a breacher. It's stupidly huge. You would never actually really use that in a war unless you just wanted to have some fun, which I'm one of those people, but I'm also somebody who really appreciates compact blasters. Or something that's light and handy. Like, would I use a Scout from Counter-Strike or a Kraber from Titanfall? I'd rather use a Scout. As no one can feel their hits and recovery is a huge pain. This is entirely true, Dorian. You are not wrong. But I've also seen people get hit by 250 FPS blasters and not call their hits because they didn't feel it, so. Well, thank you, Rule Time. Which are like the only casters actually spend years of their lives to cast their spells. Whatever. They say that, but then they never really show how they spend years. They just kind of like, oh, I do this. Oh, I do this. Ah, now I can cast a fucking... I just said the F word. Oh my gosh. I can now cast a meteor that destroys the entire country. Yeah, it's like... Sorry about the slip right there. I hate wizards. It's like Harry Potter, where it's like, all they have to do is do the right, like, cantation and wand motion, and they can shoot out a freaking dinosaur or something. It's kind of ridiculous. I've never been a huge fan of it. Like, Gandalf's a little bit different, because Gandalf actually did have to try. Like, he was capable of wielding a sword and stuff like that. I guess it was a little bit more earned with Gandalf. He also didn't become his best until he died. Take that role way too seriously. I agree, 100%. I say naughty words. Sometimes it just comes out. That's how you know I'm my true self. Basically a Kraber, the same giant blaster comic. A lot of people are saying that the Greg needs to be a Kraber, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. It's okay. I understand what you are going through. I can't, YouTube. I think the only apology you needed was the Medusa one. And that's completely earned. When I did that video, I had absolutely no intention of hurting anyone. It was one of the hardest places I've ever been on, because you could tell from the start of the video that I really wanted the person who designed that blaster to stop being a douche, to put it mildly. Like, I've never done a call out like that in any other video ever. I felt that strongly about the Medusa, and they decided to triple down about it. And it's a shame. I don't think they're around anymore, and if they are, they shouldn't be. Or maybe they are a completely different person in the hobby and we don't know who they are. I have no clue. I don't know. What I can tell you is that, like, I have no reason to hurt people like that. There's a lot of my really good friends are people who identify differently than I do, and I love them. I don't care unless they do something illegal and horrendous. I don't care. I will do whatever I can to support them. And it will always be that way. So, yeah, I'd rather pull the video and donate hundreds of dollars and wipe my hands of it than sit there on my, oh, I'm never going to change ever, and, yeah, hurt people that don't deserve to be hurt. Because there's no reason for that. Gandalf wasn't just a wizard. He was closer to an angel, and he was persona made out of spell slots, but not options. Yeah, I'm not that deep into it. I read, like, the first 3 pages of the Silmarillion. Does the little rat in the bottom right have a name? It does not, I don't think. Too bad you're not near Boise anymore. I think you'd enjoy a little club ran by Mr. Nathan. Need to say more. I would love to support that club. You never know. It's not like I'm particularly married to Washington. That's just where all my family is. Boise, like, one of the reasons why we left Boise was because I couldn't find reasonable housing there at the time, because we were moving, like, just before, like, during when they would be filling up for, like, winter, the college, second semester, whatever you want to call it. And that made it extremely hard for us to find a place that could rent within our means. And we had an option to live with family for way cheaper. And we kind of took that. Some weirdos on Patreon and users, they are weird. God bless those people that follow me on Patreon when I have not done anything to warrant that money ever. I don't say that like it's a good thing. I apologize profusely. That's why I don't drive my Patreon. I'm terrified to log into it. I don't touch it. Honestly, especially the baby child, that's the smartest choice. Yeah, I couldn't imagine at this point, moving away with the baby, but eventually we're going to need our own place, so. Do you have any experience with the Protean? I don't think so. I don't think, I did the original, but not the Protean. I did the Ryobian, but that didn't have a B-car on it. And I gave that to Danny for right now. Patreon subscribers are weird. That's putting it mildly. No, I really appreciate them. I just hope, I haven't been able to talk to them. I talked to a couple of them because obviously they're close friends of mine. But it's like, you have no idea. I could show you, let you read through some of my Patreon messages. It'll make you cry. Especially when I'm really apologetic to people. And I can't even remember half the fights I had with people. But yeah, it's been wild. It sucks. I don't want to do Patreon anymore. And that's why I prefer doing ads. Because then there's like, oh, you guys don't like Raid Shadow Legends? Well, I know somebody who plays Raid Shadow Legends religiously. They like it a lot. I think everybody has some kind of mobile game that, while as trashy as it can be, it's their mobile game. For me, it's Nikkei. Before Nikkei, it was what? Crusader's Quest. Like, we all have that game. So, I don't think, yeah, Raid has more money to promote it to people. But, I'd rather do that where you can just skip the ad. I would appreciate it if you guys clicked on them and interacted with them. Not saying you necessarily have to love it or anything like that. There was one, and this is really bothering me, and it still bothered me because I turned down other sponsorships from this company, but there was one where they were tracking the link, and I got $5 per person that, just downloaded the game. And I promoted it pretty heavily. And yet, I only got, 15, 20 signups, which was weird. I don't know if that was you guys or that was the company screwing me. And I didn't know. So like when they came back to me, it's like, are you ready to do your next one? I was like, look, I only got like, I'm almost positive I have more than 15 friends that clicked on that link and downloaded your game. Like, I'm almost certain of that. And I wasn't like, you guys didn't have to like buy anything. The game didn't even have a way to pay money as far as I knew. So there's probably something in there tracking you. But anyway, I have no clue. And if you're worried about that, literally every app ever does that. But the app would work offline, so that made it work. Anyway, the point is, like, I like doing ads like that because it's like the bare minimum is like download the thing. You don't really have to do anything. That's a free way to support the channel. And it matters a lot. But it's other times like, yeah, I'll do an ad for like AG1. Be like, oh, you don't actually like AG1. I loved AG1. I don't think you guys should go out and spend the money on AG1 unless you're super into that kind of stuff. But from my standpoint, I really liked AG1. I was actually really depressed that they wouldn't come back to come back to me after that. Because, like, I thought the video did pretty good. I really liked the product. I used it until it was gone. I loved AG1. Now it's at, like, Costco and stuff. If it was a bad product, why say, you never buy anything bad at Costco? But it's at Costco now. How could it be bad? But I still remember people like, oh, Walcom only did that because you go pay. It's like, I legitimately like that. I still use my Marlowe pillows. I think those have lasted longer than any other pillow I've ever owned, ever. They're amazing. I'm trying to think of, like, what else I've done. But yeah, it's like, I like those ads because, like, if you don't like them, just skip them. No harm, no foul. It's like, that's way easier. It's way easier for me to just take their money and waste their time and money, which is probably why none of these sponsors ever seem to come back, than it is for me to ask money from you directly. That's what I mean. X-Shot is making a Nightingale mag-fed Chris Vector looking Pro Blaster for 2027. Interesting. That could also mean it's out before the end of the year. The hard thing is, in fair social realism, you can simultaneously be the absolute bane of someone's existence and the one light that makes someone else. Dude, it's hard. I will tell you straight up, it is super hard. At any point of any day, I am constantly getting asked questions and stuff, getting messages sent to me, lovingly so many of the times, through Instagram, email, Discord, YouTube comments, all that kind of, so many different avenues. And I try to check on them, you know, at least once a day, if not multiple times a week. And it's like, there are times where it's like, I've sat there and like, dude, I answered your question and now you're asking me how my day went. And it's like, I've got like 17 other people to catch up with. And then I had to sit there. This is annoying to have to even say, because I'm so ashamed of myself. I'm like, this person's asking me how my day is and I'm not giving them the time of day for that. There's going to be a time in my life I'm going to miss somebody asking me how my day went. Are you kidding me? I need to treat these people better. And I'm trying to do better about that. Your Waken broke? How did you break it? And I'm sorry, but mine has worked flawlessly. The Waken 2.0 has carbon fiber stuff in it, so that should be even better. But how did it break? What's the best stock blaster of 2026? It's March, Liminal. We don't know, but it's definitely this so far. Way off topic, Resident Evil 9 has been great. I've heard a lot of good things about Resident Evil 9. I haven't played the last too many. That being said, I have no against it other than the fact that I don't like spending $70 on a, 9-hour single-player game. Yeah, you can play through it multiple times and stuff, but yeah, I'm just not. I'll probably try to play it at some point. I don't mind horror games, third-person shooters and stuff, but the catch snapped. Are you sure? Like, you would have to know the catch snapped. I'm sure you can contact them about getting a new catch, because it's like a tiny printed part, I'm sure. Actually, I thought the catch in the... But, like, mine's fine. I fired mine, like, 5,000 times. It'll go on sale by holiday season, yeah. I have been playing Mugenics. That's kind of been the game. No Rest for the Wicked. No Rest for the Wicked is so darn good, it's not even funny. I can't wait for that to release. What else? RuneScape. RuneScape just increased their prices, which was very depressing. I might have to cancel RuneScape because, quite honestly, it's too expensive, and I play it like maybe twice a week when I have a chance. Well, yeah, dry firing or blaster's gonna break it, Anna. I was gonna buy Slay the Spire 2. I held off because Crimson Desert comes out in like a week, and I really want to get that. Mostly my time has been... We did pick up Pokopia. Mostly it's the wife that's been sitting there, but we've been having a great time sitting down on the couch together. We've been spending a lot more time as a family. I used to like wake up, eat breakfast with her, go up here, stay up here for 9 hours, and I'd see her throughout the days like I'm, you know, going to the restroom or something like that. But yeah, I hate to say it. The reason why videos have slowed down is I spend a lot of my time chilling with my wife and my baby. That's kind of how it's been. I haven't really felt pressured to do videos because it hasn't really mattered, to be honest. I want to try to enjoy this time as much as I can because pretty soon I won't be able to. Once the wife goes back to work in a couple of weeks, and once Renton is older, you know, I can only spend so much time with my newborn son once. That's the cold hard truth. So most people get 3 months of you know, maternity leave, and I've kind of been doing that. Unpaid, mostly, but that's what I've been doing. And I'm sorry that I have all the desire in the world to make new videos. I have a plan to try to if I'm going to be in the position I'm in, I might as well earn it kind of thing. So I have plans, and I plan to execute them. But yeah, it's like, I only get to hold my baby son so much. I can't post so many pictures and stuff, especially publicly on the channel and stuff like that, but it's like, I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. And we'll come back to it, I promise. Especially once the wife goes back to work. I want to say, this month everything should be better than normal. But it's like, after I'm done with this stream, when I hit end stream, I'm going to go back downstairs, I'm going to pour myself a glass of something, I'm going to sit down with her and watch whatever stupid thing she's watching on TV and hold my baby. Right. Because eventually, I won't be able to hold him as a baby anymore. Eventually, he won't say, goo goo gaga. He'll say, screw you, I hate you, Dad. You know what I mean? Like, I want to try to enjoy it as much as I can. I got into that sentiment. It wasn't even told to me. It wasn't something that clicked. I had my older brother, I guess his uncle, Renton's uncle, hold Renton. And he held him for like 2.5 hours. Like, it was the most natural thing in the world. It's not even his kid. And it was like, why did he do that? It's because he, 1, doesn't have a son, and 2, when you have multiple kids, they're only in the baby stage once. Pretty soon he'll be rookie stage and then champion stage. So, you know, I'm going to hold my little king as much as I can right now, and, you know, hopefully he'll hold me when I'm older. Because I love him. That's what it's going to be. So yeah, I haven't really thought about it. I really haven't been upstairs in the studio. I think this is the first time I've been up in the studio since last Wednesday. It's been like literally a week. I just don't try. I guess that I did have people over for an hour. I have a surrogate grandma from Renton now. I can't even begin to explain how that happened. And she brought her grandsons over, and I showed them the wonderful world of foam flinging. So I had 4 kids up here shooting insanely powerful things. Kind of how it goes. Like, so I'm sorry. I really am. It's not that I don't take my job seriously. I try to put the utmost effort I can into my content, and I want to make it. I'm having an issue. Like, I'll tell you right now. And if you have a solution or an idea, if you work cameras and stuff, please send me an email or something. But at some point, my hard drive for my capture, my Ninja V, filled up. Like, it had 300 gigs of footage on it when it was empty. So I pulled the hard drive, put it in the computer, and I formatted it. All's well and good. Put it back into the Ninja. It formatted it. Everything's good. Then I shot video, and the colors are wrong. I shoot everything in S-Log3, but I use the Ninja V now. The preview on the Ninja V looks fantastic. Looks incredible. Looks exactly how I want my videos to look. And I was editing the videos when I think I even said the colors are all messed up and I couldn't figure it out. I think it's still shooting in S-Log3, but it's like not the same. My LUTs and everything don't work the same as they used to, and it's messing up all of my colors. And I sat there for an hour trying to fix it, and I can't figure it out. I'm positive it's shooting, the camera's shooting in S-Log3. I'm positive that the Ninja V is recording in S-Log3. The preview on the Ninja V is fantastic, but my colors are all messed up, and I can't figure it out, and it's really bothering me. Have I met Coop772? Yes, I have pictures with him. Walcom Wonka's Nerf collection. Yeah, this is a massive collection. Did you reset the default settings? Yes. Like, I've done all those things. It doesn't make any sense to me. Ugh. I think somebody's going to complain about how small this grip is. I just realized the Ninja V turned off a little while ago. Because I wasn't recording with it. Oh, I could, though. Is using an Adventure Force Brute Pro a good sidearm? Brute Pro is not a sidearm, it is a secondary. Is it a 2S LiPo? It's a 2S lithium polymer. It's the same thing as the Venom Pro uses. If I ever get it fixed, is there any way to transfer the Awaken from non-shell ejecting to shell ejecting? Yeah, there has to be, because I put non-shell ejecting in mine, and it was shell ejecting. But I'm sorry to say, Anna, that was years ago. I don't remember if I even have the part still for that. I don't remember if it's a part you just take out and then it instantly uses shells again. It might actually be like that. What do you think about X-Shot's automatic hand blaster? I don't know how to think about it right now, real time, because it's like, we already have the Venom Pro. We'll see. Apparently it's $40. Apparently. We don't know if that's a fact, but there was an Amazon listing that was up for a couple of days they pulled that showed that it was a $40 blaster. Have you modded any Moabs? The Moab itself is modded. It's a completely custom blaster. It's a part held in with a ball detent that makes it take shells. Okay. Interesting. So what's the part... Okay, so the part that I put in that changed it from shell ejection to non-shell ejection, is that something I could just pull back out? I don't even remember. That was like... It feels like a lifetime ago. Isn't it Nightingale Mags? It looks like it's Nightingale Mags. That's a good one. It really is. Hold on. Ooh, I turned it off. Oh, you're quite welcome, Excelsior. Horizontal or vertical flywheel orientation on the axis? It's horizontal. No, vertical. What am I talking about? It's vertical, right? Yeah, they're that way. That's vertical, right? Would you choose this over the X-Shot AEB? They're different blasters. They really are. This is going to be a close quarter dream. But, like, honestly, this can do so much. Like, imagine if you had just the ammo economy. You could just sit... Oh my god, it actually happened. I don't think I had the magazine all the way up, though. Yeah, I must not have had the magazine all the way in. So imagine having this, like, on cover, and you just sit here, semi-auto, and you're like... And, like, you can reload it while still firing at people. You know, here's another magazine, and then flip it back over. Take it out, take a different mag, put it in, flip it over, take this one out, separate magazine. Put it in. Like, it's not perfect. That one was loaded. It's not perfect by any means, but it can do it, and that's better than not being able to do it. But there are people that are going to tell you that they can do that faster than that. Don't believe them. Where's Freddy? He's right here at my foot. Right here. The quality is excellent. I mean, it honestly feels higher quality than normal. Very thick plastic. Does it have a good trigger? Yes, excellent. Same B car as the Vector? Yes, exact same. You just, right here, reach in, twist, pull out. It's the same exact thing. It's a little tricky to get back in there. Do you know its fire rate? It's 6 shots per second. It's going low, Penny. Is the B car backwards compatible? No. It's not the same B car. It's a different one. You got rid of all my donations in XP. I did not get rid of anything, Red Guardian. I haven't done anything. I don't even... The donation will get away, but I actually don't see anybody with XP right now. Did you leave and come back? Maybe that's what it was. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I haven't done anything. I'm sorry that happened, but yeah, it wasn't me. I mean, this B car probably for all flywheelers going forward. So they're probably going to get a Venom Pro with the same B car at some point. How many do the magazines hold? They're 20 round mags. So the Axis can't take earlier B cars. It can take the one from the Vector Pro. I did not kick you. One of the mods did. Did you do something wrong? One of the mods might have done it. Sorry to hear that, Red Guardian. It doesn't do anything. It just gives you that little crown symbol in chat. Thoughts on the Saber Apex Prime? Too expensive for whatever it is. And I don't even know what it is because it's going to be way too expensive. It's a Saber product. Yeah, I think I'm just about done too. I think it's ran its course. I do want to take a break. I want to get started on this video tonight, so put the VOD up for people so I can find out about how evil I am on Reddit later. What about the FPS on it? It hits about 150s, 160s out of the box. That's with the B car in. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going, Liminal. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed the last stream, but this one kind of makes up for it a little bit, eh? Delayed an extra day for each song. I don't know if I'd go that far. I'll try to have it out Friday, but I have to get a sponsor sent over and then approved and then plug it into this video. Go hydrate. Yeah, the only thing I've had is bad apple. I'm definitely thirsty. All right. This is awesome. I hope you guys had a good time. I love the Axis Pro Switch. I'm very thankful for Dartzone sending it out to me because it's already one of the best Pro Blasters we've ever gotten our hands on. It's not going to be for everyone. Nothing ever is. Honestly, I don't think everything should be for everyone because then you miss out on what makes stuff truly special. And it seems like Dartzone's finally starting to get to that point. They've done so many basic blasters. It's super cool to get something that, quite honestly, feels like it was just made for me. I love it. I saw the use case for it before I even said anything else. And that's, you can reload this thing while firing. And that's not very many blasters can do that. So, I hope you guys had a good time. I really appreciate it. I will be around if you want to hang out more. The Discord on screen, discord.gg/nerf. You can catch us all in there. And other than that, hopefully video soon. I'm sorry. It's been so long. Have a good night, everybody.